Now, think about all those rules that you live by. Not the laws of the land, not the laws that you find in the Bible, but those laws that you've written for yourself. For example, I'm not a morning person, or I'm not good with money, or I have to please everyone to be loved. Now, Don Miguel Ruiz calls these agreements. Most of them were written for us by our parents, our teachers, and society. Before we were even old enough to choose. We are practically living out a script that we didn't even write. But what if you could tear up those old contracts and sign 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones? 4 agreements that could eliminate 90% of your daily drama and stress. Today, we're diving into the wisdom of the 4 agreements. I'm your host, Damson, and this is the Little Growth Podcast. So we're going to get right into it. The first agreement is the most important, and frankly, it's the hardest. Be impeccable with your word. In the book, Ruiz says that your word is like magic. You can use it to create beauty, or you can use it to destroy. Being quote unquote impeccable does not just mean not lying to others. It means not lying to yourself. It means stopping the self-gossip. Just go back, think about it. How many times a day do you go up to yourself and say in your head, "Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid," or "I'll never get this right"? That is using your magic against yourself. Now, in the real world, this starts with one word: integrity. So, if you say you're going to wake up at 6 a.m., do it. Not because you have to, but because you made a promise to your past self to show up, to wake up at 6 a.m. Now, every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you make or keep a word to yourself, you build self-trust. That's what the first agreement is talking about. Now, we're going into the second agreement. Second agreement says, do not take anything personal. Now, that's just the superpower of the 21st century. Someone steps on your shoe, it's not about you. Your friend, your boss, your lecturer, they're in a bad mood. It's not about you. Someone says something mean on a comment or in a comment section on a post that you've made. It's not about you. In the book, Ruiz writes that nothing others do is because of you. Frankly, it is because of themselves. So let that sink in for a minute. Basically, when someone insults you, they are simply revealing their own internal world. And if you take it personally, you are eating their emotional poison. But when you realize that everyone is living in their own dream, you become immune to the opinions of others. Now that is true freedom. We're going right into the third agreement, and this one is the relationship saver. Don't make assumptions. We have this habit of imagining what others are thinking. They didn't text me back, so they must be mad. And we create a whole movie in our heads and then react as if this movie is real. And what is the fix for this? Simple. Ask questions. Have the courage to ask for clarity. It's better to ask a stupid question than to live a lie based on an assumption. Most of the conflict in our lives exists in the gap between what was said and what we assumed was meant. Now, the final agreement is what makes the first three possible. Always do your best. But here's the thing. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. Your best when you are healthy and energized is different from your best when you are sick or tired. And if you always do your best, you have no reason to judge yourself. There's no guilt. There's no regret. And that is the ultimate growth principle. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up with what you have today. And I realized this back in 2023. Late August 2023, I joined university for my first year, and that was my first semester. And frankly, everything was new. So we go through the first semester and we do our exams and the results come out. And they're not really as I had hoped. But here's the thing. Basing off of the fact that I had come from high school and the fact that I was adjusting to a new environment and integrating myself into a new system, that was the best that I could do for that semester. Now, coming into the second semester comes around and I've integrated myself into the system. I understand that the semester comes around, you have to make your own notes, you have to make your own research, you have to be in discussions, you have to read. Basically, you have to put in effort. And that's when it actually came into perspective and I did better than when I had just come in the first semester. Those results came out and they were better. And that's when the realization came in this fourth agreement of always do your best. In the moment when I had just joined university, my best at that time was to just get used to everything and integrate. But after integrating, I didn't have another excuse of, oh, I'm still getting used to this, I'm still getting used to it. No. After integrating, my best then would be to establish myself in the system and now push further. So that's the best way I can explain this always do your best agreement. And that wraps up all the 4 of them. So we looked at the 4 agreements. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, don't make assumptions. And number 4, always do your best. Now, they sound small, but if you practice them, make them something of a routine every day, your life will transform. Okay, so I've come to the end of this episode. I want to thank you for growing with me today. If these 4 agreements resonated with you, please do me a favor and hit that follow button on whichever platform you're listening to me on, whether that's Spotify, whether that's Apple Podcasts. And if you're following me on YouTube and catching up with the podcast on YouTube, leave a comment telling me which of these 4 is the hardest for you. And I'll be in the comment sections responding. Please be sure to like this episode and share it with one person who might be taking things a little too personally lately. Let's help them find some peace. I was your host, Damson. Today, keep your word, stay in your lane, and keep growing. I'll see you in the next one.